And we're back. Skylar, Faith, what episode are we on?
Episode 22?
Yes, that's it. And where is Mommy?
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Woo!
Thanks, Skybeam. You want to put it here? Oh, we don't need it anymore? Okay, we're done. Thanks.
Okay,
Hi, Facebook. How are you? How's my Facebook family today? We are at episode 22. Can you believe that? I can't believe that. It's hard to believe. It's been 22 episodes. Thanks for being with us every night here from our little home in Nashville, Tennessee at 6 o'clock our time and whatever time it is your time. This is our 3-person crew. We got Miss Fancy Schmancy operation. It is my awesome husband, Andrew, on camera. That's my cameraman. Yeah. And my beautiful audience of one, Skylar Faith.
There she is.
Who also has been helping out with a little bit of stage managing, keeping me understanding what episode it is. Because
She doesn't like stage manager, Mommy.
I know, because she doesn't get paid enough.
I said.
What'd you say?
But if I do my charge, which is stage managers, you give me 50 cents.
Yes, she's charging us now. That's what happens.
Still.
But the third day, it was like, this is fun. On episode 22nd, she's like, 50 cents and I'll stage manage. Hi, Shelly. And we have Pasadena here. We have Los Angeles here. Woohoo! Who else is here? Pennsylvania in the house, kind of virtually in the house. I'm going to go ahead right now and try to share this so that we can get all the people,
The millions
and millions.
millions.
It is shared to a page, so I'm also sharing this on my music page. Here we go. Oh, hi, Luna Diva page. I could share it there too. There we go. She's live. So for those of you that might be tuning in for the first time, I had the idea to go live every night on Facebook because I wanted to be able to reach out to my community. I wanted to be able to reach out to my friends virtually to see how we're doing. It's as a performer and a singer-songwriter, it's really odd to not be in the presence of other people and connecting, however, musically, or just even in writing groups or something, or seeing concerts. So I said to Andrew we should go live on Facebook every night. Not really knowing, that it would go this long, but I think it's going to be going even a little longer. So we appreciate you just being a part of this. It's really nice to see everyone. It's great to do shout outs, and we've had such amazing guests, and we have great guests for you tonight. You're really in for a treat. Every night we try to talk a little about important things going on in the community. We talk about things that is information that we want to pass on to you, and then just kind of what we did with our day. So it wasn't a school day. Woo, it was Saturday, right? Yes, Skylar was pretty excited about that. She slept in a little bit, not really. We did fun around the house, watched a little TV, had a nice breakfast, a big breakfast. Went on a supply run. Daddy did. Got some supplies today with his gloves and his mask. You're really good like that.
I am.
Some pretty exciting things happen in our community. I want to start by doing a really big shout out to the Mount Juliet Police Department, the police force. Wow, you guys are amazing. So yesterday, they've been coming around to the kids who are, having to social distance and social isolation, and they are showing up on their lawns for some of them if they know about it ahead of time and singing happy birthday. And so yesterday they sang happy birthday to Theola, right? I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before, who is one of Skylar's friends and also one of my piano students. So they stand, many, many feet away, and they sing happy birthday from the lawn. It's really sweet, super fun. And then, you have something to say? Skylar has something to say.
They do that on my birthday.
Well, you hope they do that on your birthday is July 31st.
Yeah, we're hoping we don't have to do that for your birthday.
Well, yeah, but if it.
But now but it would be nice.
It would be nice.
Let's be honest.
Right, yeah, no.
That's still a thing.
But how do they know if it's your birthday?
I don't know. See, this is the thing. I don't know the particulars. I'm not sure how they. Okay, she has a thought about this. They just know.
Maybe her mom.
Maybe her mom reached out to the cops. Right, maybe.
She didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, that would be awesome. And knowing Maria, maybe she did that. Okay, but then this morning there were some fire alarms, like what's called sirens in the community, sirens, and we missed him, but apparently the Easter Bunny did a drive-by.
With the fire department.
Easter Bunny did a drive-by with the fire department and the police department.
Yeah.
So now, Juliet, you're doing a great job. You're amazing. Skylar has another...
It's an interactive show tonight.
Lots of Skylar tonight,
I
yeah.
hold on.
know something.
Okay. Oh, here it comes. Okay.
It was the Easter Bunny was either walking, hopping,
Okay.
or I think it would be on the fire truck because they have like little things in the back you can stand.
Right. Exactly.
Possible. Very possible. Yeah, we're not sure how the Easter Bunny did that, but he was on a fire truck, and so we would just want to thank the community for really trying to help, make this time a little easier, I guess, which is what all of us are trying to do. We say every night that we are very aware that we're lucky to be here in our home with our family, safe, healthy, and we understand that it's a luxury to stay home. And we also know that not everyone is able to do that right now, and that there are so many people out there on the front lines. They're bringing us things, truckers, grocers, people that work in the medical field. I mean, there's so many, and we have friends in our family that are doing that right now. Lots of friends that are essential workers, lots of family members back east that are taking care of the sick, which reminds me, tonight we're doing a shout out to Mark's sister. I know Mark through Campus Pride for a fast and speedy recovery. CP's mama, of course, is in our hearts. A lot of you have been sending me messages of prayers that you want to send out, so let's lift up those people in our prayers and send them really good thoughts. It's not an easy time, but we're really glad that we have this community to come together. Music gets us through, and all the other good things, family, friends, faith, all of those things, even if it's 6 feet apart or more. Okay, what else do we want to talk about? Dinner. Every night we talk about what we're having for dinner. This started in the beginning when we didn't know what we were doing with content, which is tonight we're doing another Nana favorite salmon cakes and some roasted potatoes. And last night we ordered locally, which is something we don't do a lot, but we did last night from Taziki's. We had some Greek food. That was fantastic. Tomorrow is Easter, so we weren't sure if we were going to come live. Episode 23, we are. It's going to be a short show. It's going to be a beautiful show, and it's going to have a virtual egg hunt for the kids, right? What? How are we going to do that? We're not sure. We're going to discuss that after this show. The producers need to meet, and then
production team will get together and discuss that. Yeah.
And then talk to our sponsors.
Yeah.
But it's going to be pretty great. Promise, you're going to have fun. It'll be a short show. She always says that, but no, it will be a short show so that you can certainly enjoy the day with your family. Weather's not great now. I'm a weather girl. Someone said you should talk about the weather tomorrow. Someone texted that. I said, okay, well, it's going to rain here. It's going to rain. It's going to rain tomorrow, so it's going to be, I know. Speaking of things that we do to keep ourselves sane, we talked in the beginning. We had a therapist on, my dear friend Abby from San Diego. We had a therapist on the first week to talk about sort of how to cope with everything that's happening, because this is really a hard time for people. And we've certainly talked about people who are suffering from any type of mental illness, that it's not always easy to reach out, but this is not an easy time for any of us, and we're all struggling. And she had some really amazing suggestions, and one of them that I'm taking very seriously was to try to stick to some sort of a routine. We have a routine, right? Every night, 6 o'clock, this is what we do. We make the signs, we go live. And I think that's really important. So I wasn't really feeling the spring spirit the other day, but something this morning told me to get up and to make the Easter table using Nana's placemats, my grandmother's, some of her china. I did it. It felt really good, and it was just something to get my mind off of what was happening in a really, family sort of centered way. So we'll check it again and see who's on here. Karen is here. Hi, Karen. BFA's here. San Diego's in the house. Oh, you keep safe too. Hi, Corey. Oh, Coffee for the Queen. That's an old one. So yeah, we've had a lot of episodes. So I'm singing all the CDs. I've been singing just all the CDs. Yeah, I'm going way back in the catalog.
That's
I'm going
right.
way back in the catalog. But this is a newish song I'm going to do for you right now. This is a song that was written. We've been talking about a lot what an amazing community this is. This Nashville strong community. We went through tornadoes weeks ago, and so for our kiddos and for our community, this is not, this has been more than just a couple weeks of sort of hunkering down. Things were closed right after the tornado. People lost their belongings, they lost their homes, they lost their lives. Really hard time for Nashville, as you well know. And people came together and they were neighborly and they showed brotherly love, and then it was incredible. They started to rebuild, and then this pandemic swept the country and things shut down again. And it's hard on folks, it's hard on their spirit. But what I saw then, and what I'm seeing every single day, honestly, is the resilience of people, the beauty of people, and how incredible everyone is. And so
Could we just? This is live.
This is
Skylar,
live.
can you hold this real quick?
Hold what?
Just hold it on Mommy. I forgot to put the potatoes in before we started the show,
Oh, Andrew,
so I'm gonna just run down real quick.
you really want to do
Yeah,
that?
watch this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
this is real.
Okay,
This
so
is true.
cameras now,
Okay, you just.
my cameraman is
I
Skylar.
Yeah,
Okay.
hold on.
It's heavy.
That's not heavy. You gotta hold it
Hold
right
on.
like that.
Actually,
Am I
can
get?
I
Yeah,
get here?
sit down. Yeah, this is the inner workings right here, people.
Let me just
This
get
is
up
where the
like
magic
that.
happens.
Skylar Faith doing camera.
That's right. Now hold it steady.
Okay, you got it. You
Oh,
got it. You
yeah.
got it. Hold it. Just don't drop it. Skylar Faith, what do you think about
Keep her in frame.
this community that you live in? Do you feel like people really do the right thing here and they come together and like your teacher when she wrote you that letter telling you how much she missed you? Yeah. It's a really beautiful community, and I'm really taken by how kind and caring everyone is. And so even though it's really easy to sort of like dwell in the darkness, what I've seen is
I want to hold it now.
Okay, no, I got it.
what I've seen is just the kindness of our neighbors. Oh, speaking of which, right before we sing the song, today our new neighbors dropped off a little package. They stood really far away. They stood like 4 feet away, and they dropped off a little package for you. So it's downstairs. Yeah. Anyway, this is a song about our beautiful Nashville. You bet. And it's called "Beauty in the Eye of the Storm." Here we go. I love you, Nashville. I love you, neighbors. We're glad we're here. The sun comes up, it always does, even when it doesn't shine. Our broken hearts and battle scars. good things happening. And I know it's hard, it's sad right now, it's difficult right now, and we're just all holding each other up, and I know that. But there is so much goodness out there. There's so many people doing the right thing, and I'm glad to have you guys. I'm glad to have the whole Facebook community. There's people on in Florida. That's so great. I saw that.
Hey, Florida.
Skylar, really nice job with the camera. They're really good. That was live, huh? I guess you really wanted those potatoes. Is
Well,
that what's going on? You
well,
really take your job very
I do.
seriously. You're not only a cameraman. You're very, very important. Bonnie's on. Hi, Wendy. Oh, I love that comment. Your voice takes me back to 1998, 1999. Well, yes. Oh, and Twigs, I love that. Takes me way back. Hey, Gary. Hi, Susan. Oh, I'm adding some people. So this is one of the things that happens sometimes is people come on and we add them so that, hey, hi, Erica. This is great. We have some amazing guests for you tonight. I'm super excited about our friends that we're going to see. It's going to be fantastic. We should hold up our charity signs right now. Hi, Claire. Let's hold up our charity signs. It's Skylar Faith made. Are you ready?
Ready?
Both of them, yes.
Yeah, let me
At the same time?
Yeah. No. You can, I think you can do it from right there. Okay. Okay.
She's coming.
Okay. Here she comes. Okay.
I did not check.
Okay. Folds of Honor. We're gonna explain these charities.
There we go.
Very good.
Fantastic.
That's foldsofhonor.org.
And then.
Yes.
Oh, up and over.
Okay.
And the
this is
Journalism Scholarship Fund.
our- Okay. We'll
Yeah.
explain these in a second.
Yep.
You did a really good job. Those are big words. Nice job. Really big words.
Everybody's
Okay, good. Hi, Jude. Lots of people. Someone just asked me if that song is available. That song is not available yet. I was actually in the process of doing some recording when this whole, time of, I don't know, tornado, being inside, social isolation happened. And so a lot of recording, a lot of projects were on hold. So people are still able to do some demoing of songs. They're able to do, little things like that. But I haven't been able to get into the studio for a while. I will say that I have some guests coming up in the next few weeks, hopefully, that are part of the new projects that I've been recording, part of the songs that I've been doing, and I'm super excited to have them on. And then we should talk about, tomorrow's Easter, and then we want to talk about next week. I know, sorry, almost forgot. We want to talk about next week. We have Throwback Thursday, which is going to be our 80s party, okay? So do you know what that is? That's an 80s party. We're going to be hanging out and having fun and dressing up in 80s. What does that mean to you? What do you think that means to you? What does the 80s mean?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
Or I don't want to say it.
Oh, you can say it now, please.
Back then.
Back then.
I knew you were going to say
What is
something like
What
that.
does
Back then.
Back then in the 80s.
Okay.
The olden days?
Well, I mean.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Not that old. Not that. No,
I mean.
Okay, a little bit. So that's Thursday, and then Friday we are also having our. Are you texting?
I did.
Oh, okay. Did it go through?
It did.
Okay.
So now we just wait.
Maybe it didn't go
Calm and
through.
Quiet.
And then our other party is on
Hold, please.
Friday. Friday's party is cooking in the kitchen. Okay, so listen.
In the kitchen.
We are getting very experimental right now because we are realizing we have a lot of days to fill, and I know a lot of amazing musicians,
how are
and
you
I know a
doing?
lot of
Who's gonna
songwriters.
hold the
But
camera?
well, maybe you'll hold the camera
Yeah.
because you were really good at that. Maybe you'll be.
No.
There's someone at
We
the
gotta
door. Anyway, it's a cooking segment and a cocktail segment. What? And maybe in the kitchen. We have a visitor. We have a visitor. I know you get so excited.
What'd you do?
I don't know. What did I do?
I've never seen that before.
Should
There you go.
Okay,
Oh,
there
yeah.
we go.
Uh-oh. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Click video.
I'm here. You
Hold
are
on.
here. Hold on. Accept. So excited. We hear you, but for some reason we don't.
There we go.
Yes, there's beautiful. Look at that. Andrew absolutely needs a raise. You know that? Andrew does everything. Hi, beautiful. I'm so happy to see you. Okay, now I have one more thing I'm supposed to do that.
Yeah, and drag it
I'm
down.
supposed to drag it down.
Yeah.
So here she is. This is our beautiful friend, Lisa Guerrero, who I said today, and I'm going to say it again, has the best hair in the pandemic. That's just what I'm saying. You really do. She always looks 100%. You might know this beautiful woman. I'll tell you how I know her later, but you might know her because she is a journalist. She's a reporter. Inside Edition is where you can see her nightly do her reporting, do her thing. She's literally... and I know this because I've watched someone who goes and chases down the story, like physically chases down the story. I know, right? And it's amazing because I know you as so sweet and just so lovely and kind, and you still manage to get like you like really get in there. You're the real deal. You're gritty, yeah. So
Thank you,
it's
Randi.
true. So tell us first where you are calling in from tonight.
So I'm calling you guys from my home office in Los Angeles, and I have a day off. I've been working almost every single day covering the coronavirus pandemic for Inside Edition. And our viewers, know that we're on Monday through Friday. And so every morning I get up and we research a new angle for this COVID-19 story. And I'm on every single day. We've got an office here in Los Angeles, and the show's based out of New York, but we broadcast everywhere. And then all of our stories, after they get broadcast on CBS, they go onto YouTube. So they're shareable all over the world. Wow. So literally 1 billion people saw my investigations and stories last year around the world.
Wow, that's incredible. That's incredible. Well, we appreciate what you're doing, and I was so excited and interested to talk to you for so many different reasons. We've had on musicians, we've had on, therapists and people that do a lot of different things, teachers, small business owners. I'm just wondering, so other than like the way that you're using technology now to do your job basically and to get the information to people, how has this pandemic really affected you as a journalist? What things are most affected in your life from this and your career?
Well, thank you. That's a great question. So ultimately, what's happening is we used to do stories the old-fashioned way, where you would go find a subject, you'd go interview the subject in person, and you would write your story, and you would, have your host throw to the story from the studio, and I would be out in the field holding a microphone and doing my stories, doing investigations. Right. We can't do that anymore. Right. So now we're doing a lot of FaceTime interviews, Zoom interviews, Skype interviews. I am out in the field. I am out there in the community doing stories, but now we use a boom mic instead of a handheld mic.
Ah, smart.
So we're keeping social distance.
Yes.
We're cleaning, disinfecting everything that we use, from my lapel mic to any of our sound equipment. Our phones, our computers, all of our editing equipment is constantly being disinfected. Wow. Now I'm wearing a mask when I go out in public. So I'm wearing my mask, and then I just take my mask off to do my report, and then I put my mask back on. Wow. And I'm wearing gloves now. So it's changed just, in terms of safety, it's changed what we're doing. However, I'll say this. I still do what I always do, which is bring people real news, real information that you can use, because we want to help people through this, through giving them information about how this affects people, small businesses, families, how this affects your pocketbook, your safety. So my job is the same. It's just to deliver information as accurately and timely as I can.
Yeah, well, it sounds like you're going to every length possible, which is incredible, and we thank you for that. And even just on your personal pages, your Instagram and things, you've been so informative and so educational, just even from teaching people how to make masks and just sharing, the ways that you're doing this. It's really important. So when we check in nightly, we've had people on from all over the country, artists from Washington, Colorado, New Jersey, New York City, California. And so I'm so curious, what if you could walk away with one important thing that you've seen, or something that you'd want to share through all this? What's the one thing that you say, this is what's really striking me, and if I could do like a really large expose on this, if I could really have an hour special on this, what would that be? What would you share?
So, as a journalist, I've always been taught to follow the money. And every story, every investigation I do really comes back to who benefits from what action and who the people are that are hurt through the action.
Wow.
So there's always vulnerable people, and there's always people in power.
Right.
So my job is to be the conduit so that people understand what's happening and that there are ramifications. It's called accountability journalism.
Wow.
That's what I try to do. That's what I try to bring our viewers on Inside Edition through my investigations, is knowing that you're not alone. Through this crisis, we're apart, but we're not alone. We are listening. I'm on social media everywhere. You can find me at the number 4 Lisa Guerrero.
Yes.
On Instagram, on Twitter, I'm on Facebook. And I'm constantly connecting to our viewers because I want to share your personal stories and your challenges.
Yes.
So the takeaway is, we are all part of a human family. We're all connected. We're all here to take care of each other and love each other, our family, our neighbors, people we haven't met. Randy, the night I met you, I fell in love with you. And we are all part of this connected human experience. And right now we're facing this huge challenge, but this is going to pass.
Yes.
But our friendships are going to remain.
Yes, I love that message. I love that. And we feel likewise. I'm so glad that we connected. And so that's a perfect segue to the next part of this interview, which is so weird that I'm interviewing the interviewer. But thanks for letting us do it. You're so
doing
great.
A great job.
Thanks. This is new. No, it's really so great to have you on, and just your perspective's really important. And I think the more information we can get out there to people, and I love you reminding us that we're not alone. I mean, look at this. Look at what we're able to do. I'm in my little house in Nashville, and we're in a room with 2 laptops and an iPhone, and we're able to get this message across, and that's so important. So I want to talk about how we met. So we met through the other side of your life, which is just as interesting as your journalism and your reporter work. You may not know this, audience, but I do. Lisa also is a country music writer. I just say writer because I believe that once you have written, you can write any genre really. But specifically, what you wrote was this amazing song with a mutual friend of ours, Keith Burns. And so I was introduced to Lisa through Keith. First of all, tell me the name of the song, and tell me not so much the story first, but the 2 charities that because we held up the signs for these charities. So tell me the name of the song and the charities. Yeah.
So the name of the song that Keith Burns and I wrote is called Everybody Loves a Comeback.
Love it.
And when we decided to record the song and to release the song last year, we wanted it to benefit foundations that we felt we were connected to. So Keith gives proceeds of his part of the song to Folds of Honor.
Yes.
And of course, everybody knows it's a military-themed love song.
Yes.
And so he wanted to really reflect that in his philanthropy for the song. So his proceeds go to Folds of Honor. Mine go to a journalism scholarship fund through IRE, which is the Investigative Reporters and Editors Association.
Amazing.
Which I'm a member of. And I want to make sure that young journalists have the money to pursue their dream.
Oh my gosh.
So that's where the money's going if you download our
song. So important right now too. Journalism and reporters getting the news out there, getting the facts out there. Super, super important. So I have a fun idea. I think to tell the story behind the song, which is a single, and we're going to give you all the information about where you can download it, but the story behind the song is so interesting, and so many of the people watching and my friends and fans all over, they love behind the music, they want a little behind the music. I think we're going to try something. We're going to get super high-techy here. We're going to try to see if Keith is around and see if he can tell the story with you, okay? So give me 1 sec here.
Yep, here we go.
Here we go. Let's see if we can do it. Add a person.
Do you think we can do it there, Sky?
Yes.
You think we got it?
All right, let's see if I can get him. And if he's home, we got to make sure he's home and he's decent. Let's see, right? We're going to see if this works.
Now you got to extend that screen out again.
See. Well, it's like, let's fingers crossed. Here we go.
We're close.
Come on.
Sky is going. Come on. Big money, big money. But this just seems like him making us wait. That's just...
making an entrance.
That's right.
We're hoping.
Eventually, yes.
Maybe. Let's see.
Please, eventually.
I'll check in over here and see who else is on now. Oh, San Diego's on. Yay. Hi, Steph. Yeah, you do love San Diego. Okay.
I grew up in San Diego. I love San Diego too.
I know, that's crazy. We have the San Diego
Hold
Huntington
on.
Beach.
Just hit it again.
Huntington Beach thing.
It's all right.
All right, one more time.
Do it one more
Here we
time.
go. One more time.
And if he doesn't answer, I will.
Ring, right?
Yep.
Be mad. Or just reset.
And then close that. The bottom thing.
Yay!
Woohoo!
Hey, we got you.
Well, hang on, let me get this all set.
All right. I know.
Wait, hold on.
This is amazing.
A modern tech. Now I can't see y'all. There's that me.
There we go.
That's you.
That's
well, we
you.
can see you.
Am I like in the middle of the frame? Okay.
You look great. Yeah,
Yes.
it's perfect. You're in the middle. You're on the front of the stage, as far as we can tell.
That's the only place I know. How you doing,
we
Lisa?
know.
Hey, Keith, how are you?
How's LA? How's the West Coast?
It's gorgeous. It's beautiful, but all the streets are empty. So
Yeah.
Well, same here.
Yeah.
we're being
How
good.
you doing? How you doing, Randy?
Oh, I'm good. We're so happy to see you and really appreciate you doing this. Lisa joined us for a little bit, and we've been talking about, her life as a reporter and a journalist and how she's out there dealing with this and telling stories now with this new normal we have. And so I was mentioning a little bit of how I know Lisa through you and through songwriting, but I want you guys to tell this story because it's such a great story and people love the behind the music, So can you tell a little bit of the story of this song that you guys wrote together after what seems like a little bit of time went by?
Lisa, you started out.
Okay, so I'll start it and then Keith will jump in. So 10 years ago, you guys, I hosted a charity event in Bowling Green, Kentucky. And there were a ton of country music folks there, and it was a 2-day golf tournament. And on the first night, I was joking around with these country music artists because my favorite band is The Clash, and I'm a punk rocker, classic rock. So I didn't know very much about country music. And I'm going to admit, we were at the bar, and we were joking a little bit, and I said, how hard can it be to write a country music song? And of course, they were offended, as they should be. And I said, I bet I could write a country music song. And one of the guys at the bar bet me $20 that I couldn't, and I took the bet. And so the next day when the guys all went golfing, I went back to my hotel, and on Hilton Stationery, I started writing what I thought was a country music song.
Yeah.
It was really a very long poem that was like a long poem with like 20 verses called The Comeback. And the hook was, if everybody loves a comeback, why can't I come back home?
Oh,
so it was
yes.
about people overcoming challenges and wanting to come back home.
Yes.
So that was 10 years ago. Somebody at the event, Keith Burns was at the event, and they brought him over. I won the bet, but this guy handed Keith the lyrics. And Keith said, baby, you wrote this? And I said, yes. And he said, can I work on it? And I never thought I'd hear the song again. And a while later, he emailed me with a link to this working, his working version of the song. And I got over, he had taken the theme of the song, the words, but he had reworked it into like a real country music song.
Yeah, see?
And I put it to music, and he sang it, and I literally hit the ground and started crying. It was so beautiful.
It
It
is.
sat on my phone for 10 years. Last year, you guys, I started a YouTube channel, and I didn't know if Keith would remember me, but I wanted content for my YouTube channel, and I thought, what if I got in contact with him and we revisited this song? What if we could
Yes.
really record the song?
Yes.
So then I reached out to Keith, and he responded, and you take it from there.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
I respond. Which side is she on? That side or this side?
Right there. You're pointing to her
You're
now.
pointing to her
I'm
now.
pointing to her.
Yeah,
You
you
sure
got
are.
her.
Okay, there. Hey.
Yeah, right there.
No, Lisa, look
Lisa,
look the other way.
Yeah.
Oh,
There you go.
Yeah. Bringing people together since.
you ready? Here's a story.
Yeah, totally.
Hey, Brady. No, see, after Lisa brought me the Iliad and the Odyssey, 15 pages of poems. I turned it, and I said, well, okay, because it's a great idea. And she had some great verses in there and some really, really, really special lines in there in the song. So I said, we've got to kind of get this down to, three and a half minutes. And she goes, okay. And so I said, well, okay, that's what we're going to do. And that's what we did. And James Stroud happened to be cutting in the studio. He was doing a session on Presley and Taylor. And, I was co-producing Presley and Taylor at the time.
Yes.
And so I said, hey, you mind if I come in and bring this song that Lisa Guerrero and I wrote, and can we come in and take one of those slots and cut it? And I asked Presley and Taylor, and they said, absolutely. And James said, sure thing. And he said, but let me hear the song first. So I played it for him, and after I played it for him, he's like, oh my God, absolutely.
Yes.
We're going to cut. Not only we're going to cut that, he goes, I want to produce it, and we're going to cut it with the A players, and we did, and it turned out fantastic.
It's beautiful. And so first of all, you can't see the Facebook, but you're getting all these waves and claps. People love that story, and I mean, it just teaches you, never bet with a woman with beautiful hair, and never challenge a woman that say something she can't do, right? Because she's always like,
Yeah.
And I'm so glad you guys came together. And Keith, I know what a beautiful song craftsman you are, and so I'm sure that when you got these pages, you did your thing, you did your magic on it. The song is beautiful. What I also love is I'm such a firm believer in one of the things we've done with this little Facebook Live is really showcasing charities, really trying to, during this time when we understand it's not easy for everyone to give right now, we get that, everyone's struggling, but to really, call attention to some causes that we really believe in. And what I love is that you decided with this single, you would release it and also have it benefit two charities that spoke to you, the military charity and then the journalism charity that we spoke about. I'm just really happy that you did that. Tell the people out there where they can get this song, where they can download it and find it and support these great causes with this beautiful song.
Well, obviously they can get it on iTunes and Amazon and all those musical outlets, and I have Keith Burns Music that has things in it. Obviously, Lisa, you have a whole YouTube channel and all that good stuff, and so right now that's where we're focusing on that.
Yes.
And who knows, we may put a single out, moving forward and go to radio with it. But right now we're focusing on social media and all the iTunes, Amazon, Spotify, all that good stuff. And it's been going really, really, really well so far.
Yeah, that's great. And Inside Edition did a little thing. So it's awesome. It is a beautiful song. I'm really glad that you guys connected again. I'm glad that you won the bet. Well, who won the bet? Wait, no, yeah. I mean, so cute, yeah. I feel like we all won the bet, right?
Absolutely.
And Lisa, it's been so great talking with you. I was wondering if maybe I could get Keith to sing it. Do you think if we ask him nicely, Lisa, he'll sing it for the audience?
I hope so, because his voice on this song and how he sings this song brings me to tears every single time. So thank you again, Keith,
Well,
for being my partner on this.
I love you, Lisa. One thing I gotta tell you, Lisa's resolve and her persistence and just her talent is here. It shows up off that $20 bet. Not only did she win the $20 bet, and she came back to Nashville and wrote a song with me that we recorded and demoed called $20 Bet, and her publishing company is called $20 Bet.
I love a theme. I love it. That's so good.
So for those folks out there that say $20 doesn't go a long way, talk to this girl right here.
Yes. Lisa, we love you so much. You're such a ray of sunshine. Please be safe. We appreciate you being out there on the front lines and doing the work that needs to be done and sharing everyone's stories. Just make sure that you stay safe. And know that you've got a whole team here in Nashville. When you get back here, we're gonna have a great time. We're gonna go to Betty Lou's. We're gonna party it up. We're gonna hug. We're gonna sing. And until then, you just take care of yourself. And thanks for being such a just altogether awesome woman.
Thank you so much for having me, Randy. Thank you, Keith. You guys, I love you so much. Have a great Easter.
Yeah.
Wear the mask. Go out and have a really blessed Easter, everybody.
Love it. Love you, girl.
Thank you.
Thank you. So I asked Keith if he would stick around, and lucky us, he's got a guitar right there, and and he's gonna play a little for us. I think we want to hear this song, and we're super excited for you to do it for us. I'm not sure what you're holding in your mouth there, but there we go.
I'm taking my temperature.
Oh jeez.
97.8. I mean, yeah, so I'm good. I'm good to be
You're
on.
good to sing? All right. Well, that's what the audience wants to know. You're good to sing.
I just want to give Lisa another shout out there. Y'all check her out on Inside Edition. She does a fantastic job, and she does a terrific job, and she's just excellent to work with. And I also want to give a shout out to some folks I think are watching out there. Some friends of mine. Brad Ruthman, my old guitar player with Trick Pony. Clarissa Childs, my old golfing buddy. She's an LPGA pro golfer. Of course, Lisa and Dart from Northern California. And then who's this? Don Hager? Yeah, Don Hager. And we got a lot of folks out there watching.
Awesome. All right. Well, if you do it for us, it's a beautiful song. The recording is gorgeous. And I'm glad we know where to find it now. We would love it if you'd play it for us right now. Everyone wants to hear it, so.
Absolutely. I think right now, the United States and the world could use a comeback right now. We'll come back strong. Trust me on this one.
Amen.
It was sitting in a diner, waiting on the bus. She pulled out a letter. He put down his coffee cup. And with a smile, she handed him that note. She got all choked up. She read what she wrote. Everybody loves to come back. When you think that hope is gone, I'll be that spark inside your heart that keeps you holding on. While you're away, I promise I'll stay strong. Everybody loves to come back. Baby, come back home. He's been fighting for his country, going on 3 years. He's up at dawn, puts his boots on, packs up all his gear. And he thinks about her back in Santa Fe. Every night she says her prayers, he reads her letter every day. Everybody loves to come back. When you think that hope is gone, I'll be that spark inside your heart that keeps you holding on. While you're away, I promise I'll stay strong. Everybody loves to come back. Baby, come back home. Oh. When she met him at the airport, you should have seen them tears of joy. Not a dry in the crowd when she said, meet your baby boy. Everybody loves to come back. When you think that hope is gone, I'll be that spark inside your heart that keeps you holding on. While you're away, I promise I'll stay strong. Everybody loves to come back. Baby, come back home. Everybody loves to come back. Baby, welcome home.
Yeah. Oh my God. Such a great song. Wow. 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 Beautiful. I was singing, You know, I was singing those harmonies along in my head. I was singing a come back.
I wish Lisa would have been
Well, so listen, we've tried everything. You know, we're just a 3-person operation over here in Mount Juliet, and
I like it.
we couldn't get the delay. We tried just about everything, but we haven't quite figured that out yet. But yeah, no, the harmonies on that are so great. The echoes and the come back. It's so good. It's a great song y'all wrote together. It really is. And as I was listening to it, I have heard it. You know, I've listened to it online several times. But as I was listening to it tonight, the words really, they resonate, you know. I mean, we're all looking for a comeback. We're waiting for our time. And a lot of people going through a lot of stuff. Music is, and I know this because I've known you for a little bit now.
Yes.
After we met and we've talked a lot, but I know faith gets you through these times. I know that music, you know, I always joke that music is the cheapest and best therapy you can get, you know. But I know that you were on tour, you were touring a lot before this, and you're not touring at all right now. And I know that I'm feeling for that beautiful wife of yours, because I know you're going stir crazy. I know you are. Hi, Bonnie. We love you, Bonnie. We miss you.
Yellow.
Love you too.
How, just so that I know you got a lot of people really happy to see you on here, really happy to hear you singing. Tell us a little bit, you know, what it's been like. You're pretty much not doing shows. You're not touring right now. Things are postponed, right? So.
Yeah, it's been pretty crazy, you know, and just like everybody else, listen, you know, the music business and the music communities really felt the crunch because of simply. It's tough because live is the way, you know, 75% of my income comes from, you know, performing live.
Yeah.
It's tough when we're not, and not to mention, we as musicians and entertainers, all of us have kind of a gypsy soul, and if we're not on the road, you know, 60-70%, you know, our wandering spirit, we get a little restless.
Yes. You know? No, I hear you.
I tell you what I've been doing. I've been just hunkered down writing a lot. Been writing a lot of things because I had a lot of things going on and that was happening before obviously this pandemic and the you know the coronavirus came along, you know, and they shut us in, and you know I was on the road for a full month. I was supposed to be. I had to cancel all that, a whole tour up through Florida, and then I had a movie that I was going to be in and 2 dates down with John Snyder, who, by the way, I've got a song coming out with John, and he'll tell you all about it. If you'll tune into John Snyder Monday night, he's got a show that he's going to be putting on at his place. I think, you know, so watching, you know, so tune into John Snyder, and he'll tell you all about the song that I've got coming out with him. And I think it's coming out April 17th, I believe, but he'll tell you all about it.
So no, you just said it. I mean, Nashville obviously is feeling it, and for songwriters, you know, we get in our heads. We do like to write. We like those moments of solitude when we're really in it. But we're people, you know, we like our people, we like our community. And so I know that it's just a transitional time, but like I was saying with Lisa, we know that this is just for now, and we just got to ride out this storm. And one of the things we've learned from living here, it'll be almost 2 years now in July, I guess, that maybe a little over, is that people here are incredibly strong and resilient, and this community knows how to come together. And I feel like, you know, we're just taking care of one another right now. It's the best thing that we can do is be strong for everyone. So
absolutely, absolutely, you know, and at this time of year, especially, you know, you were saying earlier, faith. You know, my faith guides my whole life. You know, in God and Jesus, and you know, I just want to, you know, He obviously comes first for me. So I'd love to reach out to everyone out there that's watching and say Happy Easter to everybody. And just know that even if you don't, I do. And trust me when I tell you this, God will get us through all this, and we'll come out on the other side a lot stronger than we went into it.
I believe that too. I believe that. I believe we were talking about this the other night with another friend of mine from, I think, Washington. We were saying that, can you imagine how packed all the venues are going to be when this is over? I mean, people are never going to pass an opportunity to see live music again, I don't think. I think people are going to... I do, but I really do. I feel like you can't beat it, and I think we were getting to a time, and I'm only speaking, you know, for musicians right now, but I feel like a lot of people were saying, well, I can kind of see that on my phone, you know, I can get that on YouTube or something. And I think now it's really like the time when you'll get to walk into a venue, you know, and see those performers up close and feel that energy. I think it's going to be a really beautiful thing. And I think that's true of all community things that'll happen. So so we've been, we've had a great couple of weeks here reaching out with people. I know my friends, you can't see my feed right now, but people are so excited you're on, and a lot of my old friends from San Diego are so happy that you're joining me tonight, and they want to hear more. And so I'm going to ask you, we usually don't do two, but I would love for you to do another one. And we've had a heavy couple of nights. We're sending prayers out to some people who are hurting right now. We're getting prayer requests from people who just need their loved ones. We have a lot of friends in New York, and we know New York is getting really hit with this. And so we want to let loose a little bit right now. Could you play a little something that makes us feel good? And I thought of you last night. I saw this meme. I'm sure it's going around. And it said, I'm going to put a whiskey in my bathroom. I'm going to put a tequila in my living room. And I'm going to put a vodka in my dining room. And I'm going to go around drinking and call it a pub crawl. And I thought that sounds pretty good. And so I was thinking, I got to ask Keith to do one more. Would you do a fun one for us as we end this night? I would really love it. And I know they'll go crazy if you do. So.
Absolutely, I'd love to. Again, happy Easter. Thanks, Randy, for having me on.
Oh, yes,
and to Lisa Guerrero, and just want to say once again, happy Easter to everybody. And I'm going to play this song for you, Randy, because you have a drink in every room. I've heard alcohol sales were up 55% in the United States.
I believe it. What is it in Tennessee?
I think my wife and I are 48% of it.
Oh!
I'm joking. I want to do this for you, and I want to do it for my old boss and one of my dear friends, Joe Diffie.
Yes, amen.
And Joe was very gracious enough to. I had a couple of singles on Joe. One's called "Whole Lot of Gone" back in the day in '96, and then his last single he had out, "As Long as There's a Bar." Me and Galen Griffin co-wrote that together, and that was his last single. So I just love the man dearly, and Joe's up in heaven. He's looking down on us. So anyway, God bless everybody. I'm going to play this for you guys.
Yes.
Pour me, pour me, pour me, pour me another shot of whiskey. Bartender, hit me one more time. She left, I cried, I'm lost inside, won't you help me? Fill it to the top, cause I hit it right bottom this time. Don't put no quarter in a slot. I don't want to talk and I don't want to dance. I dance sure ain't nothing for romance. Don't want to hang out with the crowd. Don't want to party and get real loud. Take me that I thought this through. Only one thing that I want you to do for me. For me, for me, for me another shot of whiskey. Bartender, hit me one more time. There, I cried, I'm lost inside, won't you help me? Well, I head to the top, cause I feel right by this time. So we play down in Tennessee. Woo! Come on one time. Here's my story, sad and true. So many things I never knew. She loved to party, she loved to dance, she loved to get loud every time she had a chance. Now I always thought she was a simple-minded hooky. A little did I know she was the queen of karaoke. Everything a girl should be. The problem was that it wasn't with me. Pour me, pour me, pour me, pour me another shot of whiskey. Bartender, hit me one more time. She said, I cried, I'm lost inside, won't you help me? Woo! Feel to the top, cause I hit right by this time. I said, feel it to the top, cause I hit right by this time. Sip one more beer to the top, coming in rock bottom this time. Pour me, pour me, pour me, pour me.
Yeah! Woo! You know what, Keith? Thank you for doing that. We were dancing. You'll see it later. Skylar and I had a little dance party going on to that song. That's the closest thing to going out and yes, us too. Closest thing to going out and hearing some live music at a honky tonk that you're gonna get for a while, people. So you're welcome. Keith, we're so grateful you could be on. Thanks for the fun. Thanks for the great song and the tribute to the soldiers and the journalists. We really appreciate it. I want you guys to stay safe and stay healthy until we can be together again, singing music and just be well. And we're so sorry for your friend's loss. You know, of course we thought of you. But you know, we just got to ride this out, right? So let's ride it out. And
we'll do. Like I said, there's a rainbow at the end, and those out there who they're like I said, there's plenty of faith in the world to go around, and let's just everybody have a beautiful and wonderful and blessed Easter.
Yes.
And enjoy yourselves, enjoy your family, enjoy your time together, and then we'll see you out. I think we'll see you sooner than later. John's talking about doing Bo's Extravaganza down in Louisiana. It's a 2-day event, and he's talking about doing it July the 17th, 18th, and I believe we're going to all be back out there by then.
Yeah, well, here's to hoping. Here's to hoping. I've got some stuff scheduled in July too, and really beautiful stuff, and I'm hoping too. So, well, you guys take care of each other. Hug that beautiful wife of yours, and we will be seeing you soon. Okay?
Absolutely. God bless y'all. I love you guys.
Happy Easter.
As soon as this craziness is over, barbecue.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes.
Yes, we're up. I know, we're up. Okay, talk to you soon, friend. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Love you guys.
Love you.
It was fun. That was like being downtown. I know we're winded. Sky and I are winded. We were for real dancing. Skylar has her hand up. Okay, yeah, we're almost done. We're almost done.
What about the 3 questions?
Oh, we didn't do it. Here's the thing about the 3 questions. She's on. You see, this is why you are a stage manager. We didn't do the 3 questions because I felt like we covered a lot of the 3 questions. Both of them explained to you the hardest part, I think, and they both explained the best part. And I think they both talked a little bit about what they learned. I know one of the things that we're going to do our questions at the end of all this, but I learned that it matters to keep these things going, to keep community happening, and to just try to reach out to one another. I appreciate my husband and your hard work. You're doing a lot. You're running sound. You're helping with the FaceTime calls. You're texting the talent.
I know.
You're you're making sure we have the potatoes.
Putting the potatoes in the oven.
Making sure they're burning.
You did the camera tonight too, though.
You ran the camera a little bit. We have so many people on. It's been such a fun night seeing all my friends. Remember, I'm on a lag, so if you're on and I don't see you, it's because I'm only seeing 3 or 4 at a time. But there's a lot of people watching and a lot of people doing watch parties. Thanks for that. You can watch these all on YouTube. Andrew's also putting them up on YouTube. You're very busy.
I am busy.
Very busy. Very busy. So thanks for a great night. Thank you, Lisa. It was so nice to check in with you. Be safe when you're out there doing your job. And check her out too. Watch her. She's amazing what she does. She really is. Keith, thank you for sharing your music. That's it. I love you. I love you.
Thank
Remember
you.
that
Love you.
your vibe attracts your tribe, and I love my tribe. You're my tribe. I do love happiness. Have a happy Easter. We'll see you tomorrow for a short show with a little Easter egg hunt virtually, and we will see you. How? Well, that's the magic, right? This is the magic.
We said we're gonna talk.
We're gonna talk about it,
Yeah.
making it up as we go.
Production.
I love you.
Yep.
Too much lipstick. All right, I love you. Maybe just enough. Bye.